Hey. Who is up in the building? My Tina. Hey, Tina. I'm so sorry. I meant to send you a text earlier when I did it, and I actually was talking to you. And I forgot to say it to you, but I see you was already in the building. Sherry, how you doing, sis? Susan, how you doing, dude? What's going down? How you doing? Let me get up in here so I don't miss nobody. You know, when you come in and you're anxious talking, you go straight into talking. You don't even say hello. Hey, y'all, let me tell y'all what happened today. It was just a day and then blah, blah, blah. You don't even say hello to nobody. But I got a minute. Course, Mom, how you doing? How you doing? T. Will Miller, how you doing, bruh? How you doing in the building, bruh? There's family in the air right there. You know what I'm saying? Marianne, how you doing, sis? How is your day going? Red Rock, how you doing, bro? I missed you this morning, but I had to rap for you this morning. It's much love around here. Y'all, we gotta each one reach one. Each one teach one. You never too small to be caring and sharing. And you definitely never too big to do it. Because when you big, you can do it instantly. The bigger you are, the faster it'll happen. The more will come. The more a chance. The more will hear you. You know what I mean? So I'm like, let's see it happen. I want to see it happen in the building. I want to see us all get the chance to have a chance. Take a chance. Because you took a chance the moment you paid for your StreamYard. You took a moment, you know what I mean? That's why I'm here to say thank you to everybody. Let me tell you something. Last night, I received a text in my studio from a message in my studio from YouTube, and it says that we are opening the monetization tab on you. You know what I mean? Blasey, bleezy, bluesy, blue. So I got so excited, and the first thing I had to do was I had to reach out to my mods, my mom, you know, my close people that I talk to on here. And, you know, but then I went to go get to doing the work, and we got to another place, and we're like, hold on, we still waiting. I guess we're waiting for some hours to come in. But you know what I know, y'all? And you know what I've known since the moment that I guess it was solidified, the moment we hit 1,000, I knew it was done. See, we didn't give a cry speech. We giving thankful speeches. I am thankful. I'm thankful for every person that has continued to play my videos and give me those watch time hours and watch on and love on and support. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for my team. I'm thankful for my crew. I'm thankful for the content creators that I've built sisterhoods with that don't have nothing to do with a mess. We don't have a common enemy. We not just talking for some BS and you really don't know nothing about me. We really getting to know each other. We really getting to grow with each other. We really support each other. We really care about each other. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that these days I look around and I see people looking outside the box and not saying I just got to be right here and only over here and I can't do nothing. And if I go over there, I'm only going over there so you can talk about what we talking about over here. No, I'm glad we outside that box. I'm glad to see some grown-up shit going on. You know, that made me excited. It made me real excited because I've been seeing some childish stuff on here now. I've been seeing some stuff, y'all. We're gonna have to call a spade now. I gotta call a spade. A spade, I don't need to know the backstory. I don't need to know none. I need to know that this type of movement is dirty. These type of ways are filthy, nasty, disgusting. People shouldn't have to explain it. I'm riding around on these YouTube streets trying to lay low. Y'all know I've been having the years. Today been my best day. I'm blessed. Knock on wood. Do whatever you want to do. Count it up. From y'all wilds to God's ears. Everything. We'll call it everything. Y'all, when I tell you that the stuff just can I just talk about the last 48 hours? And we gonna do this like an episode of first 48, y'all. My goodness. The two cases we gonna have on this episode of the first 48 hours, the last 48 hours of YouTube is the case of Mims and Stars channel / see what you all up in it to Terry Lynn's story / see what you all up in it, sis. Like, for real. Like, We could point a lot of fingers. This ain't nothing against you. Like, this ain't nothing against you. Like, this ain't no, oh, because Terry Lynn. This could have been Jerry Lynn. This could have been Jerry Springer. This could have been Tukey Johnson. This could have been Felicia. This could have been Latifah Jackson. You know what I'm saying? This could have been Quan Lee. This could have been Maria Lopez. This could have been, I'm just trying to let you know, it could have been anybody. It could have been Chao Ping. It could have been anybody. And I'm telling you what I'm about to say, if it happened with anybody. So we're going to take the people out. Bam. And let's just take the story in the situation. Because y'all know that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the people out of it. So I don't want nobody to say, this ain't no diss party to see. Well, I still watch See What's About Here. I'm on diss. I ain't got to diss her. I ain't got to diss her. I'm not here. I'm not her counselor. I'm not here to be her teacher, her guidance, her pastor. Nothing. Nothing. When Siwa came out there and she was rocking about her son, I came out to let her know I was there. Before, when Siwa was getting into it with Brooke so much, and one day I came on in the middle of the morning and she was on there crying and going. That day I came in the chat then. She said, hey, I'm sorry that you came for the first time. The first time I ever chatted in her thing. Said something in her chat. Came from out of the bushes. Because in some of these chats, you got to be in the bushes. Because if you ain't in the bushes, there's snipers all out there. And you're like, man, why did you shoot at me, y'all? Like, y'all sitting now, shots fired, and I ain't even did nothing but say hello. Hello, get shots fired. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I came up in there then. I came up in there with the whole, when Terry Lynn, was going through her thing, and she put the picture out. And I stood on that. I'm not against no kids, and I've stood firmly on that. I'm not just saying it, but then I'm cool with it behind the scenes. No, I'm not cool with it, period. Because I'm not going to play with mine, so I ain't going to play with yours. I'm not going to play with yours so much that when other people playing with yours, I'm going to say, oh, they's a damn fool. This is stuff that make us be on the first 48. You know what I mean? But anyway, back to the story. So, could you imagine? And Star came up there yesterday, and she said it. And funny thing was, I was already thinking it. So I don't want to say, I want to make sure that I acknowledge that she said something in the form of what I'm about to say, but it's different because this is coming from my thoughts. This is in my opinion. Could you imagine that somebody took what you told them on the phone, you told them in text, whatever. You told them because you trusted them, or maybe just because y'all was talking. And they just were telling your story somewhere else. Now, if I rewind myself back to a year ago, about a year ago, because it was around the time when Dee's son passed. I remember that first Dee and Pierre came on to See What's channel. And then the next day, or maybe in that same day, I can't remember, but it's in the same time period, Terry Lynn came up. And Siwa was apologizing to her about, because she was saying, do you understand what you did by telling my story? I was a kid, but I didn't know what they were talking about back then. I didn't. That day. Now, mind you, at this time, I don't know Terry Lynn from a can of paint. I don't know Siwa from a can of paint. Okay? I don't know nothing, so I ain't got no interest. I'm just actually listening. You know what I mean? I'm not being biased. I'm hearing the story. And so she keeps apologizing to her. I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't even think about it that way. I'm like, what is she talking about? So, you know how you come off of YouTube, and if YouTubers are talking about something, there'll be a recommended video? Well, there was a recommended video. And that recommended video came from AT2's channel. And I was like, oh, I remember when she was on there, because I didn't know who she was when she came on AT2's channel. And I was a faithful watcher to AT2 back there. So I didn't know. So there was parts, I'm not going to lie, I didn't pay no damn attention. At all. I didn't. And so I said, let me watch this time and just listen. And what I realized was there was a woman on there telling another woman's story. I don't care if you told a piece of it. It still was another person's story who wasn't even a content creator, who wasn't even on the panel, who wasn't even there. And I thought, whoa, no wonder she was apologizing. That was wrong. Then months would go on, and I would hear her talk about people talking about her story. You know how Brooke was talking about her story, how Heidi had told somebody they didn't believe her story, how they had read things. Now this is, once again, Terry Lynn, I don't even really know who she is. I started learning who she was originally before ever even seeing her on with the I Ain't Gonna Rant, and I thought she was funny. I had originally started hearing about her when Amzi called Real the N-word, and Amzi was and he Rio was on his channel talking about Amzi and her big boob person who she lets up on the panel, subscriber. And I was like, that's how we're describing a woman. Like, and then I watch us as women still degrade on that. Like, if you don't like her, say she's a messy bitch. Say she's a bitch. Say I just don't like her. But why we gotta be? She's a big booby. She's titty land. She's a big booby jooby. Come like this is like, come on, we grown, right? Are we grown, right? So as I'm watching it, I thought, wow, I see why she was apologizing. So I just put it in my back pocket. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Didn't think nothing of it. I didn't think nothing of it as far as they gonna be cool. This will go on. This will get brought up. But also, there was a part of it I did think when I would hear C was talk about people saying stuff about her thing. Don't you think that because what? Because the story isn't that big? Well, let me tell you something. I remember once being molested and people that were art saying like theirs was worse. But the thing was, weren't we both having nightmares? Aren't we both scared to be touched? Didn't it shut us both down? But yet here you are comparing the trauma of it to the trauma of it. And that is wrong. That is wrong. That is wrong. So again, when somebody tells you something, triggers something in them, Star said this too, because I make sure I'm giving people credit where credit is due to what they said, so they don't think I'm trying to bite what they said. But it's just the truth. And when people see the truth, you'd be like, oh, okay, I understand. Another thing she said is, do you know how many people that y'all are traumatizing every day in your chat? Like, do you know how many people are victims of this type of stuff? And y'all just want to fight about it, to diss each other about it, to shit on each other, to traumatize each other about it. Y'all not doing anything to fix anything. Y'all bring more victims in it and shit. Like, don't even see it. Like, and then don't even take responsibility that literally, hey, Booney, you, a couple of other people, we keep blaming the ones we want to blame, but a couple of people, they've talked about your trauma so much that we know about the family, the man who passed away, his 6 kids that he left behind, his wife. We know all these stories. We know about how, dude, we know the whole thing. So it's other people being traumatized. It's other people that have had people act, murdered in their life or done things in their life, and like we're traumatizing them again too. Why? And your channel's supposed to be about this and supposed to be about that. No, your channel's about traumatizing people, including yourself. Including yourself. I know it probably was weird that I actually sat on here and cried for joy, because all we do on here is cry for pain, cry in anger, cry in hurt. Can we just flash back that not even 6 months ago, we were traumatizing a whole family and a child had just died? A whole community was after him. Oh, hope, let's not lie. In the last 6 months, too, we also were calling funeral homes to find out if people were really dead. And that's okay. See, we pick and choose what traumas people out here doing that are terrible. And it's too many acts on that side are terrible. They got so much judgment. I don't care how smart you are. If you calling funeral homes to see if people dead, you are a piece of shit. You are a piece of shit, because if you ain't calling to pay the bill off at that funeral home, you should not be calling. How dare you? How dare you? Let me tell you something. I just had a family member where you had to have a secret funeral because it was people doing dumb ass shit just like that. And the trauma you bring to a family, how dare you? So I'm calling that shit out. I'm sorry. And we sitting up here acting like this shit is okay. Y'all, this shit is not okay. I don't care if I got 5 views when I said it. I would want you to know, I don't think none of that's okay. I don't think any of that's okay. I don't think it's okay that, like I said, you got people in your chat who are traumatized. You opening their trauma, and then you get to go off. You get to cut a check on the 21st, and they get to still be back in their pain. Some of them was never out of it. Some of y'all not even realizing you got subscribers who you don't see no more because they done took their own life. But you'll never know, because you never noticed them, because you was too busy sitting in the same shit you're supposed to be trying to get out of better from anything else. Like, it's too much. It's too much. So that was one. And then 2, I'm going to say this and only this on the whole situation with that channel. Here's the honest truth. If I had a channel with somebody, anybody, regardless, There's no way it should go down unless we both sat down and talked. We don't have to agree on that, but it definitely would have been a conversation before it's done. Because if it's not, that's not called professional. That's called you pulling power moves. You proving you are the shit because you control the strings. And that, if anybody does it, is wrong. Is wrong. But also, the truth is you never mix business and pleasure. If your pleasure was getting into it, people when you put it in business, but people ain't business savvy, you'll never have a good business. A business is as great as the people that's behind it. And sometimes half of that business can be great and half cannot, or both could be great and disagree. But if they try to get at each other, it's never gonna work. So that to me, so we just said, hey, this ain't working. Here's why I'm gonna do it, and I'm pulling myself out. I have the power to pull out. I'm saying I'm doing it because we built it together, so it can't stand alone. I'm not doing this. You know, if it was a company with money, we talk because we had to sit and break down this money. So I can get my half, you get your half, we can get up out of here. And some people learn that even when they go to court, the judge ain't giving you half, though. You might have thought you was halfway up in that shit, but when they started running numbers and shit, the judge said, well, actually, we owe you about 33%. Because when we total this and we total that, but you never know. I don't know, but that's business. But we're not talking business because we're not even talking being business professional. Secondly, if I'm talking to Sarah and Sue about something that's going on, why do I have Johnny, Jason, Jerry, Poppy, Bookie, Sneaky, Dookie all up on there? That's called teaming up on somebody. And everybody happen to be up here just singing the same old song, and I'm going to sit silent, and everybody going to be saying what I need them to be saying, and occasionally I'm going to jump in when I'm referred to because I'm the same shit you talking about. Half the people over here on this side that talk about people and what they do, the same shit they talk about, they do. And if they don't do it, they say real close to the people that do. They say real close to the people that do. Because my whole thing is this: how the hell did you ever have a channel with Mims when you know that the one thing is Mims is very close with Terry Lynn and them. So you already know it's been times. I mean, see what Daily lets us know that Terry Lynn has done something to it. Just about, we're gonna hear her name. She gave a titty Lynn. And if not her child. We have sat around and passed around women's, and it's not because that's I don't care. Like I said, we could be talking about Rhonda Jenkins. If you passing around her news and everything else, or know people doing that, like this some shady shit. I don't care how much you don't like. You don't like her, get up on some real gangster shit with her, or get on some real, I'm going to show you how we take people down the right way by myself. I don't even in your army. We'll talk about it when I'm done. Like, but this other stuff we doing to each other, yeah, that's what I said. We got to get some more accomplices around here. We have to. We have to get a place where we like, damn, this shit is crazy. Like this ain't right. This ain't right. This ain't right, y'all. Like, I don't even want to talk about drama when you're talking about being thankful, but I am thankful that I can actually see outside the box and be able to be like, that don't make you dislike somebody, but I just can't be like, this makes sense. Like this don't make sense. You know why it don't make sense? Because some of y'all just add up the hours some of these people been talking about, and they got children under fucking 16, 18. Think of the hours you could have put there. I don't give a damn if they was gone. They could have been in school. While they was in school, I was out making dinner. I was out making plans. I was doing something. I was going to take care of myself. Not fighting with people and cussing them out. How much money is that worth? How much would be the right amount for that, for me? You know what I'm saying? For anybody. Like, how much is it you worth? How much you worth? What amount is worth that for me? It shouldn't be worth that for none of us. That ain't, and that's the problem. If you speak up, people, if you're not saying what they saying, you must be against it. I'm not against it. I'm on the outside saying, hey, that wouldn't make sense to me, period. Just like I told you, it never made sense that I even had the pictures in the phone, but she did. But I know for a fact she wouldn't be putting them pictures up with me sitting up there, because those are facts. See, and I'm not afraid to tell people I care about, but I think that's wrong. But you know what's the difference about people that care about you back when you tell them? They know it's coming from a good place. When it's somebody who think that you're just trying to take them down because you disagree with them, they always think you come from this hateful place. I have no reason to have a hateful place. I don't, but I know that it's bigger than just the people that we think it's affecting. It's affecting her. You say it's affecting you. It's affecting your subs. It's affecting her subs. It's affecting other subs. It's affecting people that like you both. It's too many effects. There ain't no damn nothing coming out of it. Like that just doesn't make sense to me for anybody. For anybody who's doing it. Just like how here on YouTube, people only come around when you're talking about what they want to jump in some mess. That's why I made sure that in this foundation, this ain't that. This ain't that. You want a chilling sky, go over there with the cheerleaders. You want to hold a conversation that makes sense where we're saying, hey, I do think it doesn't make sense to do that. Not because you agree with me, because you know it just don't make sense that we're dragging people kids in it. It just don't make sense that I don't care if one of y'all gave me a whole butt shot naked picture of you. Even I got mad, I would not exploit that anywhere on you. Where I would never take your records and decide it was my joke. So I'm saying all of it's wrong. But see, the thing is, people don't want you. They don't hear when you're saying it's all wrong. They don't hear that. They just heard that you said that they stuff was wrong, and you must be saying that if your buddy did any of it. I'm saying if I did any of it, it's wrong. I'm saying if God himself came down and did this stuff, it'd be wrong. Y'all on teams. Everybody, I ain't gang. I ain't on team. You on a fucking team that's losing. People be on the team losing. Hey, Queen of O'Hara. How you doing? Hey, Teasy. How you doing? I'm sorry if I missed anybody. Hey, Queen of Sheba. How you doing? Oh, yeah, we've been doing great. Well, I have. I'm sweet, but hey, Mary. How you doing? But yeah, Mims, how you doing? Fixie, you done partying? You have a good weekend? I hope you did. I hope you did, sis. It has been a great weekend. Like I said, so when I see things, like I see people just coming together for me, for other things, people say, hey, no, I'm right here, and I'm willing to not pull all these other people out of the story, and I'm just gonna go where I'm going. I can see it. I'm cool. I was good with that. This other stuff, it's too much. Nobody should have to tell you as an adult that you shouldn't be telling nobody else's story. Nowhere. Period. Because it's not your story. That's it. I don't give a damn if I gave you every detail of my story down to the draws I had on the day it happened. If you out there telling them, I'm wondering what's wrong with your story, because you should be pitching that everywhere you go. If you telling a story. Period. So, I mean, if somebody got to tell you that, that's too much. If somebody got to tell you, if in the middle of me doing a damn thing, you shut my business down because you can. Not because it's right, not because it's morally correct, but just because you can. Okay. We'll call it right. If you keep calling somebody up on your panel to be the moral police and they call the whole motherfucking cemetery, morgue, any of that for somebody they're not even related to, oh, honey, no. They can never be the moral police for me. Ever. They could never be the moral police for me. Ever. Ever. They could never be the moral police for me. But every time something happened over there, it'd be 19 people on the audience, up on the panel. And half these people that's up on the panel agreeing, gonna get into it with each other, then go talk about each other, then come back, then get back together and get back on other panels to talk about other people. It'd just be too much. And it'd be too much. I did this to show I'm loyal to. You know what loyalty is? It ain't half the shit people doing on here. There is nothing loyal about me making sure that everything I do don't hurt you. That's loyalty. I should never be in any places that would ever be that happening for you if I was really loyal. If I was really loyal, I would never been there. I'm that loyal. And if you was that loyal to me, you know what you would have did? Got me and a whole nother loyal mofo you knew that was loyal to you, and we would have started some shit together. That's how I feel about that. Truly, I do. Truly, I do. And I'm sorry, like I said, I can't wait for the end of the year. Because we're going to have a KCK some weeks. We're going to have a week of the messiest mofos on here who play innocent. And you're going to be surprised some of the people that's in the list with proof that they that. And proof to see me, if I tell you something, I ain't got a gospel. I seen it on your show. I don't care if you went and edited it. I don't care if you put that shit on members only. I don't care if you put that shit on private. You know what I seen with my own two eyes? The shit I be talking about that I seen happen. Ain't nobody, Terry Lynn, had to call me up to tell me that see what once went on 82. I saw that shit before I even knew who Terry Lynn was. Who I even knew whose story she was talking about. Period. And let me tell you something. When I first started going up, you know what? Let me stop. Let me stop. Like I said, I know for a fact, first time I heard the story about her situation, it went on Terry Lynn's. Matter of fact, first time I heard the story, Terry Lynn didn't even have a channel. I remember when Terry Lynn started a channel. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I remember when she first brought it out, for like 2 months, she didn't put absolutely nothing on it. And sometimes I would just go to her channel to see if she had put something on it. And I was like, I guess she ain't gonna put nothing on the channel. Yes, she just started it. I used to think that. And I had been heard the story. Like I said, I watched on the whole John Yates live one day when Heidi was up there and Siwa was up there and Siwa was saying how Heidi had said she was lying about her story and bleezy blaza blue and doogie doom doom. Mm-hmm. And then after that, that's when I started seeing Siwa, Maria on Siwa's channel. Mm-hmm. I remember when Jackie Sunshinery first came on to Siwa channel. And it was in reference with that real stuff. Mm-hmm. And I used to watch it all the time and think, how come every night Real is in the back, in this backstage saying the most disgusting stuff? And why is this being allowed? And then, so these days when I hear that, oh, well, they was asking for it, well, it's your channel. If they ask you to go jump off a bridge with it, you gonna do that? No, you shouldn't. And you shouldn't have nobody anywhere in your kingdom throwing them type of words out. They shouldn't even be. Weren't you the one backstage who saw the person who said the N word and you let everybody know they shouldn't be back here even saying that in your backstage? So why would you have somebody in your backstage dropping the F bomb on Josh over and over again, dropping this, dropping that? And this ain't nothing against Real. I've actually held conversations with Rio. I actually told Rio one day when Rio was starting to get close, be careful with your relationship with Siwa, because there's been several different times when she's been cool with people who couldn't stand you and she was facilitating them dogging you. That's a fact. And that's not knowing nothing against you. That's just saying what I saw with my own 2 eyes. I'd be leery of that too. If every time I came to your crib, you had my enemies over there with you, and then as soon as my enemies got into it with you, you wanted me to come over your crib and hang out in the same, sit on the same couch they were sitting on, talk on the same thing. Nah, Booney, I don't get down like that with nobody in real life. In real life. And that's nothing against you. One of the things I got mad respect for you about real talk. And hey, in all times. You want to talk about it? Hey, I came on Terry Lynn's, and they was talking about you when they were talking about you, yeah. Especially like last year. I never sat there and was talking about you, and I say, oh, I see you. I never stopped. And I've never in this whole time showed you no disrespect. So see, if my opinion don't match, if disrespect come, I know that I done touched the bone. Cause I ain't even trying to disrespect. I'm just saying like on some real talk shit, like what I seen with my own eyes. Like none of us innocent. Some of us guilty just by watching. That's your guilty by association. And don't put nobody on such a pedestal that you willing to let your name fall. That's what people do around here. Oh man, you know what? I got such honor for you, and I'm putting you on such a pedestal that I'm gonna make me look like shit. No, I'm not. Didn't I tell you I'm not finna reach for you so much that I drown with you? I can't, because then I don't love you. Somebody got to be out here and make logic of this shit. Somebody got to be out here to tell the rest of the people that we actually knew better, so we tried to do better. Because if we both go, they're just going to lose 2 fools who jumped in quicksand and just decided to put weights on our feet. No, thank you. No, thank you. Where's the moral police around here? Do they ever come out? Do they ever? No, you know they don't come out because they have people around here as enemies hanging out. So that's why we got all this enemy warfare. That's why we got all this shady boots everywhere. You say, damn, it's just shady boots central. I mean, I ain't never seen so much shady going around. Like right now, it's somebody who done heard me say Siwa name types or call somebody, text somebody, email somebody, Instagram somebody to start some shit. Like and that Boney, if offense is taken, sorry. My bad, because I'm trying to see where loyalty lie. Where do loyalty lie? Because when you was cool with Maria and them, you was willing to have Real back there. For what reason, I don't know. You knew he wasn't going to come up and say absolutely nothing nice. Matter of fact, you knew it so much that you knew not to have it on your panel to mess your video up. I've been holding this in my chest for months. because I felt this way. Like, man, like even the day with the whole hair, I watched that. You brought up somebody not even realizing what was completely going on. That you had to go straight to the daddy party. You know what I'm saying? Like on some real talk. But then that got real hard too. Because once she was doing stuff like, oh, well, it's okay if I'm just texting him, like, just come down so I go up. No, Booney, it's not okay. When you sign a petition to get people, you get people, I'm not texting them to tell them shit. I don't need them to come down to go live because anybody that's there, maybe you don't want them there, or maybe you should just be over there too with them watching them since you're so concerned about them being over there. That's what's wrong with people. You obviously everybody must just want to run with the same crowd so much that we all got to sit on timers with each other about going live. I'm gonna fall out with you if you going live at the same time I'm going live because you might because we got the same people. But then go get some more people. Stop spending all this time sitting around here in one place with all these people you hate. This is the whole town that did all this to you, but you don't want to move out the town. But come on, y'all, let's do better. Let's do better. Like, let's do better because there's so many people. Like I said, it's over 200 million subscribers on here. Please, y'all, go find some. Dude, like for real. Like, because the shit we be arguing about, the shit that be going on. Oh, you didn't know it was going to be like that? Why? Why wouldn't you? And hold on, wait. You so loyal to her. She never told you when you started the page with Mims that once upon a time, Mims so-called had a channel that tried to destroy her? This woman that's so loyal to you never told you that? Because if you were so loyal to her, you wouldn't have had a channel with Mims. Because you would have knew that, oh, wait a minute, if Mims once wanted to take her down, it's not that easy to go back when somebody does something that bothers you if you once upon a time was there. You wouldn't have even been there. Or you could have been there, you could have been an informant back. I'm just saying, if this was the streets, that's what the streets would think. The streets would think maybe you came in knowing just what you was doing. Or maybe you came in really as a friend, but now they don't know what to trust. Because if there was ever a friendship, then there would have been a part of me to say, like, hey, you've been kind of ignoring me or whatever, but we need to, or I would have sent you a text, hey, we need to sit down and talk because we're about to end this channel. Literally, like there's nothing like, but we need to see how we going to do it. Are we going to do a walking out speech where we come on and say, hey, I'm leaving this channel. Everybody, here's my new link. How are we going to do it? But we need to walk out with this so-called tact that I got. I got to walk out and hold my head up like I'm telling you I'm a boss like I am. But if I go on some gangster shit like, hey, you in the middle of talking, bam, cancel. And you just don't even know what happened. Then you call me, I'm like, hey, the channel gone. Then I got to keep that same motherfucking energy. And when somebody's saying, hey, you kind of moved like a snake, I can't be like, wait a minute, don't no snake move like that. And that's to anybody. That's to anybody. Don't matter who was doing what. If we so-called partners can't, I can't go sell the company without you. I can't go do this. I can't go do that. So that I need to, right? Don't need a signature. Don't need a something. Oh, but I forgot because we in YouTube world. In YouTube world, we just do whatever the hell we want and we call it what we want. So I can stab you in the back and call it a handshake. I can, you know what I mean? I can kick up your dust and tell all your business and then be mad if you tell anything about mine. You know what I mean? I can be Jan and every single thing somebody says is some tragedy to diss her whole family and everything she ever loved. Girl, please, you were reaching. But anyway, so like I said, this is too much and y'all are traumatizing people left, right, and sideways. Left, right, and sideways. So, like I said, it'd be too much. It just be too much. It just be too much. And anybody will shake hands with the damn devil if you don't like who I like. It's not about that. And I don't have to come to cheerlead because you don't like who I don't give a damn. You ain't been like Terry Lynn. Like I said, I was calling Terry Lynn everything else. I still was liking you. I still like you. You ain't gotta like it. This ain't about us, Terry Lynn. This ain't about us. This is about the situations. Like it's all in that camp. And then, like I said, you got that whole funeral call over there talking like that's the sheriff. I used to think that was like the mayor of conversation for y'all. Like I think that person was so rock solid. You know what I mean? When that happened, I ain't gonna tell you, I've been had the side eye. The side eye was just, man, and it's eternal. It's eternal. It's eternal. It's eternal. You make a move like that, like I said, we just had to move a whole funeral because of some old stalky, crazy ass motherfuckers off the internet, just like you. Just like you. Hey, I told my family and people out there doing this shit, they'd can and smack shit out of you because they had somebody do some dumbass shit to them like that. Some person off the internet that don't even know the person they calling about either. You don't even know the mofo you calling about, but you calling to find out something about them. Come on now, sit still, stand down. Your whole team is shady. So before you come up over here, clean up the milk of anybody else's team, friend, homie, cousin, anybody else, go clean your team up. They shady than a mofo. They moving like snakes, and you got a god in the States. So I'm trying to figure out who the anaconda. Who the anaconda, because there's some snaky stuff. And like I said, I don't even know who you are. I don't. Got nothing against you. Like I said, I'm talking about the thing. Situation. And that situation would make me mad because people who lost their life for less stuff like this. This is stupid stuff we doing. We're adults, y'all. And then that didn't even need to be on the internet. That should have been taken care of offline. But everything is a click and a view, y'all. Everything is a click and a view. Hey, look, I tell you this, thank you, right? I ain't typing the Steve, Star, Mims, TL, Booski, Tutu, Kaka, Papa. Because you know why? If I did, it would have jumped. And it's going to jump even if you don't, because it's always going to be somebody got to go run, go tell somebody, go run, tell that, go run, tell that, go run, tell that. But then some of them be sitting there when you bringing up facts that happened before, like, wait, did that happen? Well, you running to tell something, I thought you knew everything. Because if you knew everything, you know, like, oh, I know what she mad about. And then just keep it moving. That's what I do. I'm like, oh, well, I do remember when you did that. But nobody's mentioning it. I remember when Rio was on the channel acting a zip damn fool in the background, talking about Josh like crazy, calling Maria all kind of Cuban Karens, talking about Jackie Sunshine and how her grandfather was dead and all back there, and y'all were repeating it. So that's how we know what he was saying, because we wasn't background. Y'all was backstage. Y'all saw what he was saying backstage in that chat. I didn't even know about the chats back then, about the private chat. Y'all letting us, oh my God, he just said this. Oh, I can't even repeat what he said, but he just said that. And then you say, oh, it's people in my audience being triggered by what Rio's saying. They shouldn't even know what Rio's saying, because you should control the situation and get real about your back chat. But no, we don't. Then the next thing we know, he said something so offensive to her that she takes him out. And then suddenly she gets a message from somebody, and they telling her like, hey, Rio can't, I've been investigating Rio. Now this happened. I don't care if this video ever been edited. This happened. Somebody so-called sent her a message, and the message said, oh, Rio, I've been investigating Rio, or I'm looking for Rio, or I could tell you some information about Rio, and he can't even go back to Philadelphia because something he did to a young girl. And y'all all started in Rio's, oh, let me get that information. Let me get that. Who is that person? Who is that saying it? Because now everybody wants it. And then like a week later, Roadhog was on his channel, and you was in this chat. That's a fact. See, we walk around here and we keep pointing fingers. Terry Lance done things. She ain't no saying. When did we say she was? Because I don't remember. I don't even remember her saying it. I don't remember saying it. Mims is a mother who ain't going to let up on what had happened. You ain't going to let up, Sewell, on what they did to you. How people took your whole report and ran it around like it was the fucking funny section of the paper. Yeah, they did, and it was bogus as hell. It was bogus as hell. Maria's not going to let up because her children, and we could keep going on all the people that ain't going to let up because they got a reason. But baby, other than triggering all these people in audiences, other than having everybody separate like we in gangs, other than having everybody fighting like we in a war that nobody wins, what are we getting out of this? Because y'all getting checked. What are we getting out of this? What are we getting? What are we getting? Because I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired of 2-year-old videos. I'm getting tired of watching shit we already seen. I'm getting tired of seeing that people was actually not only just keeping it, they was holding it. What were you waiting for? What were you waiting for? I feel like Jennifer Love Hewitt, and you know what I'm saying? I know what you did last summer. What are you waiting for? You know what I'm saying? What the are we waiting for? Who holds the best evidence for 2 years? What were you waiting for? Them to do more crimes? You to prove that you knew they were going to do worse than this? Well, thanks for letting us all suffer in it. Thanks for triggering every woman who's ever been touched, and man too. Thanks for triggering it. Because one of the things I know, like I said, who didn't know? You know, that's what's funny. I had no idea about Jackie Sunshine and Rio. Who didn't know about it? Everybody know they was watching that. What was that Paul? What was his name? Jake Paul, whatever his name was. He did that to the girl. They were in a group discussing it. Rio went over there to that group, came in, made comments that were very inappropriate. They were very inappropriate. They were inappropriate in a regular conversation. They were very inappropriate in that conversation. And then that would lead to him telling Sunshine. That would start him having shit with words have power. Charlotte, the whole crew came. They came with a vengeance. So come on now. Sometimes we just act like these wars went on and one person was involved. Come on, we can talk about all of it. Weren't we all here? I watch people jump into the war because they're like, oh, look at all the attention. I want to be a part of it too. Then they jumped out talking about, oh, this is too much. I just want to go back to being a commentator. No, you fucking don't. You want to be all in the shit, dancing in it. I'm being good, Marianne. What am I on? 3 motherfuckers? 4? Tell me I'm on. Tell me I'm under 10. Cause you know these motherfuckers will have me turned up. You already know. Let me get up in here and talk to my friends. Let me talk to them. Lucinda, how you doing, sis? How you doing? La sis, how you doing? Oh, fine, ice cream. Wait, does it say ice cream? Y'all know these eyes. Oh, and I ain't got my sunglasses on. Fine and ice. Nope, not merging. Oh, okay. I had to read it. So wait, I see ice. I said, is that ice cream? Because my eyes will start making up other words to go with it, y'all. I promise you. Be a blessed bee. I know that's right. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. See, that's the thing. And in no ways, like I said, you are entitled. Paranormal witch, hey, sis. Belinda, how you doing? But like I said, the first time I heard it before, because I heard of Rohog late. So when I started watching his things, it was a little bit after that. When I started watching his things, but I know for a fact within the same 9 days of which on that channel it was said, and so much I know this, that Roadhog came into her chat. Because like I said, you think people ain't going, people done went and told her, I done brought up her name. It's somebody screenshotting that you just said that in the comment. You know why? Because this is messy Woots world. So you can't even hold a discussion. But I know for a fact that where I heard that rumor at, because I didn't watch Roadhog, where I heard that rumor get started was on that channel. Somebody sent her a message and told her he could not go back to Philadelphia. He could not. He then after she read that message off, he was really trying to get backstage and go in on her. He was really like, bitch, put me on this month, like going off. And she was like, you'll never come up here. But a week before that, she was saying how she was getting all these emails and people was telling her they were so triggered by him that when they even seen that he was in the backstage, they didn't want to come in. She didn't even care. Them your subscribers. That's what's paying that check. It ain't these people. Not one of these content creators are the reason you got money. It's the people that's willing to watch, to click, to view, to sit through them ads, to wait the 5 seconds. That's who's doing it. And that's what we turn on. So everybody can be cool with these content creators. Just like I knew the day I listened to her and she said, "Oh, I call HT boy and he don't mind it." I know she don't say boy like a racist. I don't think C was a racist at all. I don't think C was in real life, like outside of here. I don't think C was a bad person at all. But I think in here she's got caught up in so many things that even if she's not, she's kind of like, like I tell y'all all the time, if you ever watch The Wire, she's like O'Reilly. She's connected to a lot of things, but she could easily say, my hands are clean. You know what I'm saying? They look clean, but they're not. You knew. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the cops, they say you was a cop, you knew. You knew and did nothing. So you knew it happened and you said nothing. You did nothing to stop it. People trusted you enough to tell you, but you ain't, you know what I'm saying? You made no moves. Like, that's it. But like I said, I ain't got nothing against her. I've watched how she's made everybody come over there to her channel. Now these days, she don't go to nobody. I've watched that. I watch her like she don't give no kind of credit unless it's something that's to her benefit into nobody's chat and no for support unless it's somebody she wants to support. She supported Muz. So other than that, like I said, I don't. But I'd rather know who she is, so at least I know who she is and I watch what she do. So it make me have respect. Like I said, she ain't never disrespected me. And I ain't gonna disrespect none. Now we ain't gonna let nobody come up in here and disrespect. We can have an opinion. You can say you watch it, you seen it, you did. That ain't disrespect. That is not disrespect. But you can't come in here, like I said, and disrespect her. But you can't come in here and disrespect nobody because that's what we can't do. Right, he might have been reading out somebody, but like I said, where I heard that at for the first original time was right there on that channel. Like the very first time that I would hear what happened to Terry Lynn, I didn't hear from Terry Lynn. And when I finally heard it from Terry Lynn on her channel, it was because she wanted to tell her story since I was out there without her permission. That's all. And if you can't think that, I have somebody keep getting re-triggered by anything that brings in that, if you couldn't see how that is the core of where somebody will take you to a limit, that don't justify what she's done. So you just saying like you can't see it, but you want everybody to see why you might have been, and they might have been, and that might have been. Like when I look on it from the outside, that's how I see it though. Just from my view, I don't know nothing else, but or like I said, and no judgment. That live last night was 8, 9 hours, just 7, 8 hours, and to me, nothing was accomplished. It was more degradation of women. It was more side, and it was more he say, she say, but forget what I said. It was more deflection. It was more. Where was the win? It was tag teaming. It was where was the win? So we all should be fighting. That's why we fighting like this now. And half of the dirty games all start from these things. Your story coming out, John Yates and Sheree, like it's all the same things. They got these hello wars that are just still going on with no fucking resolve, just new victims. Like it's sad. It's sad to me. It's sad to me. Like I said, it's so bad that people turn and when your son's friend died, like look how people are doing. Like this is sad. Like let's wave the fucking white flag. And people say I don't want to wave the white flag because I don't want to seem like I'm losing. You've been lost. You've been lost. If you lead tomorrow, this what you want to be stood for. This what your shit was about. Oh, okay. Okay. This is winning for us now, y'all. Please, please. Oh, I'm not. Terry Lynn's very independent. She can stand for herself. I don't stand for Terry Lynn, but I always stand with Terry Lynn. Terry Lynn is my friend. Outside of this shit, if I cut off the tube tomorrow and nobody see me, somebody who would still talk to me, Terry Lynn would still talk to me. And let me tell you something, when I'm talking with Terry Lynn, it's not to sit here and have shit shows on this shit. And the times that we have to even hold conversations about this shit, it's more of the feeling of what it's making you feel and overwhelmed, or what part is it making you pull out of you, and the parts I'm not gonna pull out of me for that. So yeah, I'm always gonna stand with her. That's my sister. I'm definitely gonna stand with her. That's true. That's true. And I'm gonna stand with her so much that when she wrong, I'm gonna tell her she fucking wrong. That's how much I'm gonna stand with her. Then I'm gonna love her still the same. Matter of fact, I'm gonna love her a little bit more after that. Note that. Note that. Put the shit in your thing. Put that shit up in a pipe. Smoke it. Yeah, but note that. Note that. But this isn't a Terry Lynn defense. Like I said, if this would have happened with anybody, but these are just the last 48 hours, and I haven't spoken on it because I was on, you know what I'm saying? But I said, oh, this shit just seems like it's getting worse. This shit ain't getting better, like it's getting worse. And here's the thing. If I don't say nothing and I'm so much in Terry Lynn's chatting, then I'm standing, y'all. Everybody gonna have something to say. She's standing for everything she did wrong. She's standing with her when she do wrong. She, like every one of your friends are saints. Everybody got these friends. I mean, St. Peter, St. Paul, St. Mary, all your friends. Oh, I'm so glad. Well, let me tell you something. Even if all my friends were saints, once upon a time I wasn't, and I'm standing next to the fence at the other side of where I could be, and I'm choosing not to be. And if you think I'm gonna bring light anyway, I bring it definitely amongst the people that I love. I'm gonna shine double overtime with them. I'm putting shit on it so my light will shine a little bit more when I'm with them. You better know it. You better know it. Hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah, I love hearing them with. It was good, man. I was over there jamming with Bobbles the other day. Bobbles was doing that silent. live, but she was playing music and we were just chatting in the chat. And I promise you, I stopped in. I didn't know that's what it was. I came in and I'm jamming. I was getting ready to go to bed. It was like 1:45. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna listen a little bit. I looked up at 3 o'clock. I said, wait a minute. It was 3 months. I was like, I gotta take my butt to sleep because I'm not gonna stop commenting because you're gonna keep playing my songs. And I went in there, they was paranormal and just John were having a conversation about like your signs, and he was saying his last two relationships with Scorpio. I was like, wait a minute. I want to be in the conversation too, y'all. I gotta go to sleep because I had to get up for work in the morning. But oh, I had such a good time the other night with y'all. Oh, nothing going on. We're just talking about the last 2 days and some things going on over in this area, but just saying how these are things like we got to find a different resolve. Now, do I think, first of all, is it going to be a bringing, like when I said on channel, bringing it back? No. Can you take baby? You didn't know, but you just understand through that get understanding. So now when you're saying that you can know it's not, it doesn't surface from there. But if we think of it, that's because the foundation of it is that once y'all were cool enough that she told you that. And then when that broke, it's had y'all on this uneven ground. And I think around here, it's a lot of sometimes I understand it with this, maybe it's tits for tats, it's get back since I'm hurt and I just got to hurt you back. And so I was just talking about the situations. But I knew because Terry Lynn was involved, I knew something coming because people know I love me some Terry Lynn. But let me tell you something, anybody I love, I want the best for them. I don't want them in bullshit. I don't want them hurting. I don't want them being evil. I don't want them jeopardizing them, period. I don't. So that's never what I'm saying. And that's not my relationship was not built with her at all on the bullshit. But I'm never gonna hesitate when we talking about something. She knows I don't want to talk about nothing that's in the back chats about it or the private places going about it. But we can talk about anything we saw on these things because they were published. You know what I mean? They were put out. So whether you edited them and take it out, if you saw them, I can speak on them. Not because I heard about them. I saw it with my own eyes. So just like when I do on here, I don't need to play none of y'all videos. I'm gonna talk about it without it. You know I'm telling the truth. That's why you'll be like, prove it. Show me. It happened, you know. Why would I make this up? Why? For what? For what? What do I get out of making it up? It's what give me understanding, and I knew it, and I still was rocking with you with respect. So you gotta know I'm being honest. There's nothing outside of everything I just said, see what about you that anybody could ever tell you I said. Because I told you I said that to Rio. I did say that to him before. I told you that when I heard the thing with Rio. I saw that on your channel. I said that. And I've said that Siwa has managed. I got to respect her and I'm going to salute her that she's managed to get everybody to come to her channel now and she don't go to nobody. I said that. Everything else I've seen. So I'm not saying nothing bad. So somebody go run, tell that. Clip that part I just said right there and take that too because I'm not dissing anybody. But once again, what I'm going to get out of this in this woman. Oh, yeah, Bobbles. I love Bobbles. Old Dimples. Every time I think of her name, I just think of Dimples. I don't even think Bobbles. What song Susan requesting? Doom Doom. Yeah, I respect a lot of people. So like I said, I don't. But I know that around in here and all over this internet, all over the internet, not just on YouTube, people, if you're not saying, like the moment you're saying, but like I said, I just told you right here, did I say Terry Lynn the same? No. Look, we talk about this ish shit. And I never said that to her. And I made that very clear. So hold that in the grounds. I made that very clear when the picture came out and I came up and I called my friend. And I had a conversation with her that's not worth publishing because I had a conversation with her. You know what I mean? And so at the end of the night, that's you know what I mean? That's who I am. I'm not afraid to do that. See, with me and you don't have a relationship where I'm calling you to talk to you and saying, hey, I'm be honest with you, sis. Like, you know. So I'm gonna say it here and try to say this as respectfully as I can. Like I said, I never dissing you. I feel bad for you. When I seen you crying about your son, I felt bad for you. My heart hurt for you. My heart hurt for your son. I thought about how not only that young man lose a friend, but then he had to sit in the house where the people were being tortured who lost their son all because his mother was on the internet. and not just on the internet, already surrounded in a whole bunch of bullshit on the internet with people who wanted to do her wrong. I felt for y'all. And I felt that every party involved with that was completely wrong. I felt for you. I did. I felt for you. I feel for the things that you've had to go through and the parts that, whether you told the story or not, I feel for those parts. That's a fact. Because the human part of me can't not. But only when I care about people or care at all will I actually sit and say, like, hey, I'm just going to tell you this is where it was wrong. And if that's being bad, then you want to be pacified. And I'm not doing that to none of y'all. And don't do it to me. Okay? Without just saying, don't do it to me. Because I don't want to be pacified. I don't want to be baby. I don't want you to put the gloves on when you talk to me and get behind me and talk about how I'm the messiest boots in the. Come on, please don't. Please don't. Have enough respect for me to say, you know what I mean? Because then I know you must want me to win. Shit. And if you ask me the truth, if there was ever a day that would be on y'all, because that's not my story. I'm talking about what I seen and what I'm watching and what was brought up several times on a live. So I'm talking about that. That's what I'm doing. And that's not in nobody's business. Because if it was anybody's private business, it wouldn't be on the internet. That's just the truth. You don't put private business on the internet. You don't discuss private business with strangers and tell me it's a secret. You don't hold a whole 10-hour live talking about it and then tell me we can't talk about it. Because then I'm offending somebody. Who am I offended? We was all offended last night. Who am I offending? Oh yeah, Dum, I just watched your thing about your new channel. My Margina's in here. Oh yeah, we love. Hey Camden. Hey Belinda. We love them. Hey Sunny Daisy. Yeah, and it's like all these characters will go down and we can I have literally in the last couple of years heard people tell us a story, and it's just in different parts of YouTube. Tell us a story, and then we found out it was a lie, and then later we'll bring it back like we know already it's been debunked or proven. Like that's why I'm like, some of these arguments people are having is pointless to have because people don't want the truth. They'd rather stay in whatever it is that's entertaining and just stick with that. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I want my friends to be honest with me. I do. I do. I can't stand them friends you can't be honest with, but you go tell everybody else whatever you do. That's why even yesterday, you've heard that up there. Yesterday, I literally heard, oh, well, she had told me a week earlier that she was having all these problems. And ma'am said back, she didn't tell me. She said, well, I wasn't getting you on the phone. Even if you wasn't getting me on the phone, the person you need to be talking about when it comes to business or a problem with somebody is the person you have a problem with. If I got a problem with Doom, you better believe this much. I've made it clear to Doom before I'm sitting and talk about Doom that I've made it very clear. Wait, what's the problem? Well, I've said it like, what's the problem? Like, you know what I mean? I've said it to him like, Doom, what do we have a problem? And maybe he said, yes, we do. Maybe he said, no, we didn't. But we going to talk about it first. Now, after that, I'll tell people, yeah, we got a problem. And I told him, like, what's the problem? But I'm not having that conversation with somebody else first. Because then later on, what that person's going to know is like, it's not good. It's not good. And people always notice it when it's done to them. They never notice it when they're doing it. And I'm talking about all over the world, not even just on the internet. When it comes to stuff like that, people notice it when they doing. When you do it to them, they notice instantly. Like, oh, why would you do me like that? Why would you be going to talk to them? You could be going to talk to somebody's mama about something before them. They're going to ask you, why was you going to my mama with it before you came to me? You have to expand. I mean, even if you talk about something, is it everything you talk about? Because if that's the case, if every time you talk and you just getting into something, then you're a beef channel. And that's fine. Be a beef channel. You bring the beef, you're checking people. That's it. Just what you do. Okay. But do not be up here hashtagging I'm all that. Hashtag I would never. And your whole crew messy. Your whole crew just as messy as people you talking about. You hanging with the devil, talking about how you don't mess with the devil because you don't live in his neighborhood. You just go to school with him. And y'all have lunch every day. Right, exactly. Agreed. Agreed. And whether it was terrorists or it was anybody else, that's not how you do anybody. And one thing about karma, she's a bitch that love to remind you of what you've done. So if you did that to somebody and it comes back to you that people are now doing that with your thing, you can't be like, but mine's is wait. No, no, no. You open Pandora's box. And it don't even mean it has to come back to the person you open the box on. Just when we that's why I tell y'all, Danny, don't talk about nobody kids on here because I'm not gonna play with y'all about my kids. Like my kids are grown. I'm not gonna play with y'all because what the fuck do one got to do with the other? Like if you don't like me, that ain't got nothing to do with my kids, man. Like keep them out your whole life and conversation. You don't know them, they don't know you, and they don't want to. And if you are in any part that we are talking about my kids, we talking about children, just your children, parenting, that type of thing. I'm not, don't diss my kids. I ain't dissing yours. I never will. I ain't dissing your man because I ain't fucking him. So I don't really care what he look like. Don't care what his D like. Don't care what his bank account sitting. I don't care. So I'm not dissing it, talking about it good or bad. I'm not. It's not my business. I don't care who you hang with as long as you happy. And if you and your friends so happy, then y'all should have better things to do than talk about all the bullshit going on. Because let me tell you something. When I'm in happy places with my friends that I do talk to on YouTube, we ain't talking about the bullshit. That's not our happy place. We not sitting for hours sending each other messages about all the bullshit going on. We not, you know what I mean? It's not that. And if it's this girl, are you watching this? It could be that. It's like a TV show. Girl, are you watching the new episode of The Real World? Girl, turn it on, girl. Call me back after you watch it. It may be something like that. And that really is. But who wouldn't? Who wouldn't watch some of these shit shows and discuss them with their friends? But other than that, that's not what we are. Like even now. Even now. But I don't live. See, I know one thing about fear. It's just nothing good. So when you're afraid to even bring up something because you're scared people gonna try to turn it negative, turn you negative, do that. And to me, that makes me gonna say something. Because it's sitting in my gut to see everybody else who's saying that they saying it wrong. Everybody else who's saying it, they saying it messy. Everybody, I'm not trying to do that. And if you take it, that's what you wanted anyway. I'm not the gospel and I'm not the final word neither. So if you chose to take it that way, you took it that way too. But that's just how I felt. I was like, mm, mm, mm. Ooh. Keep the kids out of it, please. They going through enough. Some of y'all got y'all kids knee deep in business on this internet, and y'all don't even know what's going on in the school, and they need y'all to know. Because some things ain't going good in school. Some bullies might be messing with them in school every day, and you won't hear bullying or worrying about some shit you should just is not even that important, y'all. I promise you. I promise y'all, if y'all was laying on your final beds, I guarantee you not gonna be telling the doctor my final wish is for you to go on and put on that YouTube so I can see who over there arguing with who today. Let me see if they put something on their community wall. Let me tell you the story about what she said about her last year, 2 years ago, and ain't nobody did shit about it, but we should all be talking about it this whole year, so they can get a check. I would love to see some of these people who got their shit turned up to talk about mess. I'd love to see what they chat look like when they ain't talking about no mess, because they show closer than people that's in that end, because then people actually might be just listening and care. The rest just came for the BS. They don't care about you. You be telling the most important story ever, and they ain't even listening. Trezo, how you doing? GG, how you doing? Do them one at a time. I love the Navy. Well, one that I can't lie is I think when it comes to the uniform, it's the Marines. It's when it comes to the uniform, like it's the Marines for me. It's the Marines for me, honey. I can't even lie. It is the Marines. Ooh, something. It's something about the way they stand. Something that gloves. Oh my God, it's something about them. It's something about them, y'all. I'm sorry. See, I changed subjects all quick. Your baby girl of the Navy. We salute her. Thank you. Thank you for your services, soldier. Right, man, dude. Leave him alone. Just get him. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Go on, leave him alone. It's the Marines for you. It's the Marines for me, sis. Hold on, y'all. My phone is ringing. Hey, Tiff. Nothing online. Heidi, 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 hey, sis. That was my sis on the phone. I had to answer real quick. Wait, that you just put a ring and you go Heidi Verdi. Hi, wifey. I said he just switch up. That's why I told him one at a time, dude. Oh yeah, I was muted. I answered the phone real quick. Hey Heidi, hey sis. But yeah, like I said, yeah. But you know what? You know better, you do better. You know, you want better, you bring better. You know what I mean? It's what you surround yourself with. We just had a whole conversations in here about everything, and I didn't see my minds have to delete anything. Did I miss the minds? Did I miss something? Did I miss it? Did we have to delete, or did we just sit here and hold conversations? Did we? I mean, it wasn't nothing in here because we know we're not allowed. We not allowed. You allowed to do whatever you want, but you go do it where you can do it at. You know what I mean? But like we just don't. We ain't here to diss nobody. We here to hold a dope boss conversation. You think the bosses don't sit around and talk about everything going on in their town and their community? They do. They do. They do. We got to get together. I got to know what's going on over there on 47th. I got to know what's going on down here in such and such land. I got to. And I got to have all the bosses get together and tell me. Even if we was businesses in the community, all the bosses and the owners, they going to get together to make sure, the bosses got to be able to get together. They got to. So you got to know when this boss over here talking about you, boss, you still a queen. I mean, that all parties involved, you still a queen. I ain't called you ignorant, dummies, bitches, hoes, skanks, sluts, squeezes, nothing. Not one name, and I won't. I wouldn't. You could have one eye, your lip hanging off, and two teeth, and I still wouldn't be talking about your appearance because it's just not what I have a problem with. We ain't sleeping together. You know what I'm saying? And I like to talk about what looked real good when I'm laid up with it. But other than that, just I kind of ain't really caring what you're looking like. You know, because see, ugly to the bone. So you could be what you think is beautiful on the outside, but you so ugly it's to the bone. When I look at you, I see a Google monster. You know what I'm saying? When I look at you, I think to myself, oh my God, I bet your sex is just as whack as you are. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe me. Maybe that's just like, I told you it's the Marines for me. Yes, it's when I like I said, when it comes to the uniforms, it's the Marines for me. Just like when it comes to like the police or all them uniforms, it's the firemen for me. It's firemen. Now, don't be getting me wrong. These police be having some lookers, and I think in the last 10 years they put on the application like Hansi. You got to be fine. Cause I mean, I've been in different cities and thought, whoa, 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 whoa. That your officers? I almost want to get pulled off. Say, officer, no, I promise you I'm guilty. And we're like, guilty? You're not in court. Because I be seeing some, ooh, they got some nice looking officers, but yeah. But otherwise, it's the firemen for me, but it's the Marines for me. But I can't lie. But see, when I see soldiers, I mean, all like they about to go into war. So I think they all looking good. They all, every uniform is just as high. But don't get me started. Don't get me started. Oh, don't get me started. She said she can borrow. Yes, paranormal is Bubbles. My yes. Oh yeah. Oh, now see, let me tell you something. When it comes to the utility workers, I can't even lie. Even when I was a teenager, it was something about them on that pole. Like, you know what I mean? If they're working, I'm like, it's so dangerous. He's so sexy up there. And it always seemed like they kind of cut. I don't know, just something about them. So those are like some of my favorites. Oh yeah. Back in the day when you called a phone man on that booth all the time, say, oh. But I love to see construction workers too. I do. I do. Ain't nothing like me watching a man build a building. I say, oh shit. I just want to, you know how they used to say you walk past a, if you're feeling lonely, ladies, and you're feeling like nobody paying attention, walk past a construction site now. Remember they say that? Or maybe I just heard it. But anyway, they used to say it, right? And I used to think, shit, well, I guess I'm reversed because I just want to sit in the fire and watch a construction site. Like they doing some construction and I'm watching out my window with binoculars. I'm just watching them like, look at them. Who is that on that crane? But these days, y'all, Hunty, y'all want to know what my new sexy uniform to me is? Pilots. My God, it is something sexy about a pilot. Honey, if your husband a pilot, you're the blessed one. Then if you forgot about it, just tell him give me some tickets. And I just want to be sitting there when you come walk up to get on that plane first. Because I swear it's something about when that pilot come walking through, I be thinking, man, I'd love for him to be coming home to me. I don't even be knowing what he look like. It's just the uniform. I just be watching from like the neck and down. Like he come in like he about to take this big. Ooh, Jesus, yeah, we can't talk about it. We can't talk like this. Doom, look what you done started. Get out, Doom. Get out of here. Uh-oh, what happened? Everybody still. Wait, Heidi, I promise you. I promise you. I had a conversation with Tina about mine and before she was anybody's mind. But that Susan, I can't even lie. I was like a thief in the night with binoculars. I was watching Susan. I was chit chatting. First, me and Susan just cool, just chit chatting and thing, laughing, ha ha ha. Hey, the moment I had a channel, each conversation was different. I said, wait a minute. I see Susan in a whole nother light. Well, that's probably, that's probably. I'm guilty. I'm one of the guilty ones. Hey, Deborah, how you doing? Lackaloo, did I say that right? How you doing? How you doing? Ooh. Mm. I was, Deborah, I was watching and stalking. I, I was watching. I was watching. Oh no, say hi. Yeah, no. But I already knew. I said, well, wait a minute. But yes, we do, as we do. Wait, you said the stalking kind of scary. I felt like I was stalking. Or I just say I was watching it because I was obsessed with the dog. Like she's like, I'm gonna make up my mind. I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna ask her. He said, "You act like you asking to get married." Neil. Oh, you know, but it's all love, it's all family over here. You know, we all family around here. And that's what won't change. That's what won't change. We can change even if you change that what you're talking about in your channel. Building real relationships, real bonds where you really get to know somebody outside of what they've done. Because like I said, if I just told you what I've done in life that was wrong, would you like me? So that's why I came over here and chose to tell you just who I was, just who I've been, what I could be, what I choose not to be. So, like I said, so even when I'm in here like today, like we ain't even in no judgment, pal. Like it is what it is till it ain't no more. You know, I'm no Mims. Mims, you started another channel? Come again and say, well, how you doing? How you doing? I'm over here laughing at myself. Speaking of which, you know we gotta have a ever tomorrow. We gotta do a have I ever. We have to. We have to. Yeah, we gotta have you ever. I'm over here laughing at myself. As I was on here saying I was stalking, and I thought about it. It's kind of crazy, like she's stalking. But I felt like I had the binoculars in. But then I'm stalking them construction workers too. So I don't double stalk that quick. I need to stop saying it because then somebody goes, yeah, and I know she be stalking in real life. She said it more than once. She was stalking the construction worker, stalking Susan. Thank you, Karma. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I remember. That's why I'm not, this has not been no, it's been a very humbling walk. If you go through my videos, what you'll see is I have a video. Thank you for the 100 subscribers. Thank you for 200 subscribers. Thank you for 300 subscribers. Thank you for 400 subscribers. 500. You get what I'm saying. It is very humbling. It is. And it's to come together because all I speak is community. Like, that's it. Like, even in this, I speak community. So you can say I'm riding with one, or you can say that I'm just riding. How about that? And who are my friends? Are my friends regardless of how I'm riding. You know what I'm saying? Because they know at the end I'm not going to disrespect them or you. Because that disrespects me. It disrespects me when it looks like I'm messy and I'm starting shit. It disrespects me when I'm disrespecting people I call my friends. It disrespects me when I'm disrespecting another woman, expecting other women to respect me. So I just move a little different. That don't mean you gotta move like me. Move like you, because I'm move like me. You just be a light when you're around me. That's it. Let's shine together. Because trust me, if you want to talk about the dark, I can tell you, you don't understand. I understand that too. I've been there too. Been there, done that too. Snuggle buddy, how you doing? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me tell you something. What makes it a better live every time is not just me up here. It's everybody when you're in the chat. Y'all come in and wear a crown. Y'all come in and govern yourself. Y'all come in and make it where my moms can just say, hey, how you doing? And actually be in the conversation because they're not sitting around having had eight binoculars on to make sure they don't miss somebody throwing in a hot one. Somebody slipped in and, you know what I mean? Threw in some cocktail bombs through the window. That means that the people came in and governed themselves. They came in here and wore a crown. That's why this is a kingdom. It's not my kingdom where you come in and you just Danielle's. You're all the Danielle's kingdom. No, you wear your own crown. You represent your kingdom. So all my creators, they come in, they represent their kingdoms. So that's it. That's it. And what they show is real bosses know how to move wherever they go. Wherever they go. You ain't chameleon, you just move right. And that's what we doing here. So I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the laughter. I've enjoyed the fun. I've enjoyed the talking shit. I've enjoyed the catch up. That's why I'm gonna separate it, and I'm gonna start doing the YouTube news, so then people cannot say you just doing it because that's your. But no, I'm doing it because it's what's going on. And you gotta forget that half the time y'all tell a story, y'all gonna name one of my buddies. I mean, so I guess I'm just no, we not. It's just that's the story you made. I ain't making that because I still come to people shit and show respect, and I still will. If she went live tonight, I'd go say hello, but it'd be somebody in the chat probably saying to me, and you said, I'd be like, what did I say? I said that if you called them something, I meant that. That was one of the worst things I named of any of the people on your party that they done. That's some terrible shit. That's some terrible shit. I think that the whole telling our story was bad, but maybe you got caught up in the moment and just started talking. I don't know, but maybe if you know it was wrong, maybe you'll say, okay, I get it. Yes. Did my Mims answer if she started another channel? I know one thing when she do, let me know, because I'm dropping the link. I'm subscribing. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Like a little thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming in and talking with us. Come back now. You make sure that, because, we be over here chilling. Oh, what? I need Mims. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Susan. Hold on. Let me hit that right. Look, let me hit that my damn self. Let me hit that my damn self. You dang on right. I had to put that out there. Yes. Yes. Oh, thanks. Thank you. That's what you do when you're sharing love. That's why you're doing it. It's like, hey, and now it's up to you when you go over there and you say it. Not, you know what I mean? But that's what we're doing. Just sharing love. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not, you know what I mean? That's not saying, oh, these are the people we rock. We just rocking with each other. There's nothing wrong with that. I love love. I've lived in hate so long. I was built on it. I was not by my parents. I was built on it. How society make things. How my father had to live. I was built on it. Being taken advantage of young. That was built on it. But love win. I'm telling y'all, love win. So even when you go talk about, make sure you tell them she came straight from the heart. You make sure you tell them she ain't come shady with this. I ain't come on no side. I came on right or wrong, good or bad. Period. And maybe I was a little personal because somebody did that to my family recently in this same year, just like that happened. And when that happened back then, I thought it was dirty. And so, like I said, maybe that was a little personal. Not personal with us, but personal to my life. So I know what it does to the people when you do that. It makes them worry what you might do to their family because you know where they are and they just want them to rest in peace. I thought that was the one time you get to fucking rest. So I'm sorry if that part got a little personal because that wasn't against her. I'm not studying her. I'm studying the action. And like I said, that action was done to my family. And we had to truly move a funeral and not let everybody be able to come because you didn't know what some group or some person from the internet would do when we going through a tragedy. Just like when they was calling and see what people like, what? Like, who do that? Like, see what sons, be friends, people like, what? We doing that? Come on, y'all, please don't. I just figure like even if you don't respect yourself, respect the elders, respect the animals, respect little children. Please. Respect the women, please. But the worst part is this women, we talk about doing it to women. So I don't know if I can tell them to respect the women because you are one. But I don't we ain't gonna get into all that tonight. It's we would have to get into that on an early Sunday morning, like in front of like archbishops and stuff. Like that. Ramrock has such a good spirit. His energy, his heart, where he's coming from is a great place. He's coming from the core. He's coming from a core, and he literally comes from a place where I never seen so much support. And like I said, when I first was introduced to all of them, comedian, Renrock, Lucinda, T and Michelle, all of them, they encourage and they one of the people that when I saw that over there, how they support and encourage, and no matter what, it's not about it. Even if everybody in this room, we just not gonna stop letting you know I'm there. I came through and I said what's up. I came through and like that's love. Let's send it back so you're always gonna see it here. That is those, like that is what we have to give to each other. Hold on, y'all. You see my eyes are acting. I didn't mean to push mute. I meant to turn the camera. My eyes is my eyes. Hold on, because I don't know why I don't have my sunglasses on my head. There we go. There we go. Oh, I don't know what just happened there, but I literally was talking to y'all, and it's like, wait, it's burning. My eyes are burning. I don't know what just happened. But yeah. But other than that, like I said, so he's a good person. Definitely good energy. Definitely good energy. My Tenakey, like I said, this our month. This is our month. Says that's no facts. There's no, it ain't nobody leaving nobody behind, nobody in front of nobody, nobody's under nobody, nobody's better than nobody. We all in the same race. We all in the same race. All of us. All of us. And the one thing I don't forget, like anybody else, is just like everybody else. We all had to go through the phase where we got there. And there's gonna be some days that go up, some days don't move at all. And I've documented that in this last year with me. So, like I said, I've watched, I've done. We, like I said, so that's it, y'all. It's going to be a shine for all of it, everybody. Like that's the truth. That's the truth, and I believe that. I believe that. I've watched many people. There's some people on here who I watch, and you watch them for a year or something, and it'd be nothing but 10 people in their chat. Some people I watch them, and now they got hundreds of people in their chat, and I love to see that. But they stuck to what they was doing. No matter what it was, the master, not the man, they stuck to what they're doing. So, like I said, but we got to come out these boxes. That's all I want people to do. That's what I'm doing. I'm outside the box. So, my PSA on this is ain't no enemies, no harm. I feel no different about nobody than I did the day before, the day before. You know what I mean? Nothing but love, nothing but love. I'm rocking with everything that's right and everything else. And then the other thing is, like I said, I'm not fighting for none of the people I'm with. They're just not alone. They're just not alone. And when I say they're not alone, it's not about me speaking up for them on the internet. It's about me making sure that I'm really being a friend to them in real life. So they don't mistake me for the fake ones they meeting on here. That's it. That's it. And so anything that's a part of my chain of change is a part of that. And that's period. So they definitely ain't rocking along. they ain't rocking along, period. So, like I said, so this wasn't no, oh, I'm defending Pookie Chookie, because trust me, anybody I ride with can rock. You know, they came down to it. Trust me, they bout it. they can handle it, yo. They don't need me to come in swinging with them now. No, and I don't want nobody who need that anyway. But I see a lot of that going on. Nobody talk about it. When they got a whole cheerleading squad up there with you, give me a this, give me a that. You know what I'm saying? No, we don't rock like that. I don't do. No, we don't do. I don't do all that with my homies. Like we don't do that. We don't do that on my block. Yeah, I did. I got the letter from him yesterday, but then now it's saying, "Oh, push the email." Like I said, it's weird. I have sent that to you. Like, it was weird. I've never seen something like that. But hey, but you know what? It let me know we in the building. We in the building. Let me tell you something. We hit 1,000 people. I was already, like I said, we in the building. The work don't stop. Like I said, to me, once you get monetized, the real work really starts. Because now you should be getting your game better together than something than anything else. Now keep going. It's just got to step up. You got to step up and you got to give. I'm gonna give you my all as long as I'm telling you my all. You know what I mean? And that's it. And that's it. That's it. But y'all, I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here in a few minutes after I come through here and see what y'all saying. Thank you, my snuggle buddies. Thank you. I'm gonna send it to you right now. Everything. But yeah, guys, oof, this has been a year. This has been a year, and like I said, it's things that, like I said, that have been going on, and sometimes you have to let things play out so you can truly before you speak on it. So some stuff, like I said, I speak on it later because, and that's why I have all such attached to it because to me it's all a piece of the puzzle, and then it helps me just be like, oh, okay, now I understand. I don't know. And it's not that I justify or I think people okay with what they did. I just look at it different. Through that, I get understanding, and I understand what I'm not gonna do. And sometimes I look at the things and I think I might not did this, but I've done things like that, and it wasn't right, and it'll reflect on me. And I'll be thinking like, damn, remember that time? You know what I'm saying? You told about how such and such boyfriend was cheating on them, but you shouldn't have told that because that wasn't your business to tell. That wasn't your business. And when they found out how hurt they were, that you went and told their business. You know what I'm saying? So I reflected and I thought, damn, you was wrong. Life is reflections. You get better when you reflect on it. I promise you that. What don't kill you gonna make you stronger. And you got to have a moral compass. I don't care how smart you are, how many degrees you got, how intelligent you are, how good you could spell. If you don't have a moral compass and you don't got no street smarts, meaning common sense, you might as well be sitting in the room unable to talk because that's how much I'm going to be listening to anything you telling me about. That's it. That's it. And you can't read up on a moral compass. That got to come from it within, in your foundation, from your ancestors, from your, you know what I'm saying, from something in you. Or you got to break the chains of all the people who wasn't. You know how many people in here who grew up in families and they might have been racist and they not? You break the chains. You know how many people grew up in families and they were drug addicts and they not? Drunks and they not? Went to jail and they didn't? Never graduated high school and they graduated college? You break the chains. But y'all don't know. Papa. My brother the worst baby, so now how Nino have now they was over there chilling. I said, wait a minute, are they both just asleep? And then Nino take off barking. Boo to the That's right. Spread the love. I love love. I love love. You want to make me happy? Show the love. Show the love. Y'all dropping them. Y'all dropping them purple hearts for Terry Lee's in. Y'all dropping them purple hearts. That's right. I love love. I love it. Spread it. I always tell it, even like with Emma Lou, until she come back, I tell you guys, send love to her till she feel it. Send love to it. You know how people like, oh, my ear itching, somebody must be talking about me. I wanted to feel it in the heart, just be thinking, like, I wonder what Mims and them doing. Because Mims is thinking about it and sending so much love, she could feel it. You know what I mean? Till she feel it. You know what I mean? That's right. Send the love. I'm not here to tell you what somebody said bad about you. I'm here to tell you that I'm here to say something good about you. I'm not here to call you up and say, here go the clips of where they was dogging you out to take you to the darkest places. I'm here to tell you, hey, fuck them. I love you. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Let's not even talk about it. I love you. That's what I'm talking about. Send the love, spread the love, share the love. Oh, I love it, y'all. Y'all came up here being grown up. Y'all been showing out all over the internet. See, we still talking about old messy stuff and people still getting into some old shit and old arguments. But y'all, let me tell you something. Y'all bringing some newness around here. Doom got a whole new channel. Doom dropped a second channel, y'all. I'm talking about, we talking some change. He got some growth going on around here. We got some growth going on around here. And I love it. And I love it. And these doors are always open to anyone. Not so you come on and have a fight, not so you can be attacked and broken down, because the doors are open for love. And hey, like I said, what greatest thing about it here is you choose to wear the crown. You came in with a crown on your head, and I'll never take it off. I never. You can take it off, And I'm still be seeing you in the crown, waiting for you to get back up in it. I promise you that, because it ain't shit going good when I got a bunch of people without the crown on their head walking around my streets. My streets ain't safe. And I got to make them safe, y'all. I got grandbabies out there. And I can't be everywhere they go, so I needed to be safe everywhere they go. And I can only do that if we spread love everywhere we go. Because then I know it's one of us everywhere, and I know we going to be all right. I know we going to be all right, y'all. I mean that. I mean that. Thank you. I thank you too, Heidi. And I mean that, sis. Oh, but Terry Lynn. You hear me, Heidi? She said, thank you, Heidi, for sending me to Daddy's channel a year ago. And I said, thank you. Oh shit. Yes, yes. Yes. That's right. But I love y'all. I have enjoyed this. I have enjoyed the conversation. I've enjoyed the energy. I have enjoyed the new people who have come in here. I've enjoyed the nothing but respect. I've enjoyed the love. Um, Thank you. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for showing up, showing out. Thank you for making it, you know what I mean, a good thing before we call it a night or we going in for the night. Or some of us are, well, some of y'all on later times than others, but it's 8:39 where I'm at. So, I know some people are starting to get ready to wind it on down. I actually got to get across the street and catch these stores across the street before they close, because I forgot to grab a couple of cans until I go to Walmart for Nino. So I have to go over there and get some dollars. I have to, so you can have something for the morning. So I definitely got to get my tail to across the street real quick and get that, or else Nino going, as soon as we get done, he going to be sitting in my face like, remember you said you was going to the store, mama. And I told him, well, they close at 10, so even if I'm running across the street at 9:50, but it's raining, so I'm like, oh, I can't stand the rain. I can't stand the rain. So y'all know I want to get in and get out. Yes. What is my meals like? No problem, Tess. It's easy. She's a great friend. She has a good spirit. Because when you get to know people and they don't have to have their guards up, you get to see who they are. And the core of her is very beautiful. Her spirit, her core. Wait, Harmony. She said you don't have a. She said you. She said you don't have a rich over here yet. I told y'all I was fit ball rolling. I just go on 5 and up for a little while, like for a while. I'm good. Ooh, but y'all know I started to look. The binoculars come out early. Pharaoh, just being me. How you doing? How you doing, sis? You back, chorus mom? Right? Yeah, Harvey do. She do, and she be carrying her too. Oh, okay. You going live tonight, Mims? Oh, tonight. You gonna do it tonight? He said that's not funny. I just playing. As soon as we had meet the person, I'm gonna be wanting some good old Southern food. I cooking gumbo and stuff. She gonna be talking to me about my mod jacket. I love him. I love him. I don't know what I'd be without him. Who harms fire? Did she fire me? Harms. Oh, you thought you was gonna fire you? Oh no. Ah, I love when Heidi say that, boy. Cause she know I'll be like, oh, I can't help it. You have such great choices. I like, you should hire people with experience. I just say, one of the things I feel like, because like I said, we all family. So, y'all, anybody who want to say we all being on serious right here, we out here joking and laughing. It's all nothing but love. It's nothing but love. But honestly, like I said, when I think of it, it's just these are good, great people. I can't look past that. Like, I can't. I told you, I can't. I say if I had to choose mines over again, I couldn't see me choosing anybody different than the ones I have. I mean that. I'm gonna stand on that. It wouldn't even be the same show. It wouldn't even be the same show without them. I have no that. Kids are saying you emojis, and you'd be like, I have no idea what that means. They're like, oh, that was just saying good night. You'd be like, that means good night. How was your day? I'd be like, y'all know I'm not hip to the hop of the hippity hop with these kids. Y'all know it. I'm still, I think I got my slang, and I'm hip to what's going on the street. But I think when it comes to my slang and all that, I think I'm like still at night at 2015, 14. And I think I kind of stopped there because I was like, this shit don't even make no sense. I can't better say it. So the kids be talking, I don't know what they mean. I'd be translating. I'd be like pulling out the translator. Say, what do you say? What do you say? 'Cause I don't know. Right, share. Because that's the crazy thing. They don't leave. And we all know. You know what I mean? But where is it? You didn't just hear barking at me. Come here, Nino. Nino, come tell everybody God bless. He said, you finna head to the store. Look at me. Come here, Nino, so I can go to the store and get your stuff. He said, hold on. I'm going to see what you want, man. Come see what you want. Come here. Come tell everybody, hey, bud. Come here. Nino, right here. I'm on. No. No, you can't. No, Nee, that's not your. Man, you know that's not his, y'all. Come here, Nino. Here. Come here. Tell everybody, hey, Bubba, you can't have that stuff. He going back over to the tree. Bubba, I have to go get your stuff. You know how dogs can't talk, so now he just walking up to other bags that I brought back in, and he snapped them like, so you got all these bags, but you ain't bring me nothing. I already felt like a terrible person. I already came in and it was raining outside and my clothes was wet and stuff. And then I told you, well, Nee, I got to go live. And then when I'm done going live, I go get you. It's not that you're starving. I just got to make sure you're straight for tomorrow. And I told you I'd bring you a treat because I didn't bring my treat back. That's the part he really cares the most about. So I was like, oh, jumpity jeepers. Let me get over to this store. And they have his favorite little treat over there. Mm-hmm. Carmen, don't encourage it. Oh, he's 6. He is 6 years old. His birthday is in December. So he has a birthday coming up. On December 7th, he has a birthday coming up. So yeah, so when I tell you he's 6, he'll be 6, but he's closer to 6 than 5. So I just say it already. It's just like myself. I start rounding myself up before my birthday, but he's technically 5, but he'll be 6. So I just call him 6. Oh, you already know I'm going to get peanut butter. He loved those little. So they have these little peanut butter treats, and they come in a little thing for the dogs, and it's a treat. They got peanut butter on the inside. He loves that thing. Now they supposed to say. Now the thing say it's supposed to be like an hour of fun or something. It seems like his lasts about 5 minutes. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Yes. Hey, Karma comes. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming out. Remember, out here we don't have bushes. We got thrones. You was just chilling on the throne on the outside. That's cute. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, I'm getting ready to go because, like I said, if I don't go get this tree trays on, and Nino not gonna let me back in, you're gonna think he control the room. He gonna put the locks on it and stuff. I don't know how. I'm gonna have to call the fire department to get back in. I'm sure because he's smarter than y'all think. His paws are very. It's like he got thumbs. He's kind of like Jinx on Meet the Fockers, flushing toilets. He's just everything. So he'll lock me out. So I got to get my tail to hopping anyway. Ma'ams, if you're going live tonight, definitely will be in the building. Definitely will be in the building, sis. Heidi, I sent you that text. Guys, I'm getting ready to run over to the store, running this rain. I have enjoyed you. Thanks for coming through. Good night, everybody. Bossy. I got to speak to my sis before I get out. Hey, sis. Hey, sis, how you doing? Yeah, right. How does these trees say they last like 20 hours? This tree will last them all day. And then 5 minutes later, he coming like, I'm done. I'll be like, wait, they said that, and it costs like it was going to last all day. It's a cat mama. Good night, everybody. If I missed you, I apologize. Trust me, I'm the type that'll catch it later and be like, I can't believe I missed it. And I'm still saying hello because I definitely don't want to miss anybody when they came in. If you was in the background and you was just watching because you might have been at work and you had your earphone in like I do, and they don't even know you going in because you don't put your screen down, so they think that you're not watching nothing. You're straight listening to a live. Thank you for coming in. If you're watching because you don't like or you're mad or you heard I said something, thanks for coming, not coming up in here and being disrespectful. You wore a crown too. Thanks to everybody for coming in and wear a crown. Mad love to you. Thanks to all the kings in the building. It's always safe when the kings are in the building. And thanks to all the queens. Thanks for wearing a crown because when women come together, change comes with it. See you guys later. Bye. Oh, and to anyone I spoke about today, please know it's nothing but love over here. What you make out of is what you choose to. Love you, and I'm out.